Hello, I'm the manga novelist, and today I'll be explaining how and why I write and asking you your reasons for doing so. So first off, there are two types of writing for yourself or others. Writing for yourself can be expressed in the form of hate and love. Even the creation of a simple shopping list is a form of self-love. By creating such a list, you are helping yourself, and no one truly helps someone they hate. If you write for others, you do it for selfishness, lust, or monetary gain. The hope of writing for others is often linked with the need for us to validate our self-love. In all, the very act of writing is self-serving, but don't take my word for it. In George Orwell's Why Write essay, he lays out what he believes are the 4 reasons people write. Sheer egotism, aesthetic enthusiasm, historical impulse, or political purpose. If you write for aesthetic enthusiasm, you believe yourself talented enough and worthy to attempt to express beauty. This is vanity. Historical impulse. Why would you think the history you find worth sharing is a narrative that must be shared? It has come, it has finished, and you only recall or add to it as you perceive. The very fact is, a impulse shows the vanity it is wrapped in. Politics are simply concepts, and if you feel to write on such matters, you are simply sharing your beliefs, wrong or correct. It is vanity. All things are vanity. So, what shape do I take in relationship to these 4? I align myself with impulse of egotism as the strongest force that affects me. Empathy is one of the stronger driving forces in my life. However, it is egotistical to think that I can impart some kind of knowledge that would improve others' lives. As we dive deeper into my psyche, we are met with validation. I truly hope that these strange things that I have in my mind will eventually be validated by others, and through success, my writing will be validated by family and friends. I certainly also write for beauty in all our forms. History inspires my fantasy, and my political purpose is undoubtedly sprinkled into what I do on a subconscious level. I think that covers why. Now let's talk about how, with a few dark figures. If you've ever read The Philosophy of Composition by Edgar Allan Poe, you realize that he meticulously plans out his writing. Does this mean if you want to create a masterpiece in order to satisfy your vanity, you should do as Poe? Perhaps, but his method is in total contrast to Stephen King's approach. Does that mean one of these men is correct in their approach and the other is wrong? No. It means they had something else in common, which undoubtedly is work ethic and a troubled mind, eager for validation. As long as you also have work ethic and reasonable ability, you'll also fulfill the desire of your ego for self-love or self-hate. As far as my process, I normally have an idea of where I want to go without completely knowing the end. In that regard, I like Stephen King's approach of writing. He talks about going where the book leads you, and I feel it is the exciting route. Taking on his form of writing will also save you time, which translates into more work getting done. You can choose to strive to be famous or talented. You can create work for yourself or for others. It is all vanity, so write what and how you want. George Orwell wasn't happy until he started writing what he wanted, even at the detriment of his own work. Now, because of that, his name and his work is what has become egotistical, occasionally historical, political, and beautiful. So, enjoy your vanity. Nevermore, at the end of the day, all beauty will fade, differences will remain, legacy stained, and all work is in vain. Thank you, I'm the manga novelist. Please subscribe and like to support me and my vanity.